Been thinking about doing a YouTube channel for a while, and the first place I'm going to start is with some of my older projects, because the way I do things is a little different. So I try to think outside the box and work alternatively as much as I can. So here we go. Here we have my 1990 Toyota 4Runner that I did. It's possibly going to get sold this afternoon, so I wanted to start with this thing. Turned out pretty nice. It had a blown engine when I first got it, and I've had to do a lot to it. When you do a 3.4 swap on one of these with the V6, you have to either do a hood scoop or a body lift, and I went with the hood scoop. It's welded on there, so tends to quiet down a little bit once it's warmed up. It's cold right now. Okay, here's the test drive portion of this deal. We are heading down the road. Okay, here's our dead stop to going. That's 60. I love this motor, it's so quiet. Pulls hard right from the bottom.
I've been driving all night, my hands wet on the wheel. There's a voice in my head that drives my heel.
She ain't perfect. It's got a dent there, and there's another one in the back, but sure is pretty. A lot of work's gone into this rig. Well, maybe this guy will buy it. Okay, hopefully this is the last time I see this thing, because I might have a buyer for it. So I'm doing the final walk around after a lot of work on this 1990 Toyota 4Runner. Used to be an automatic with a 3-liter, and now it's a 5-speed manual with a 3.4-liter V6 out of a 97 T100. It's a way better motor than the original because they were prone to blowing head gaskets, and it turned out really good. You know, it's got 200,000 miles on the chassis, but these things are known for going a lot farther than that, and I've put new CV shafts and ball joints in it. It's got a nice interior, fairly low rust and body damage, so it was a good candidate for this swap. Whenever I do a swap like this, I always use the best candidate, and sometimes I'll merge multiple vehicles together to make one real good runner and put that out on market for whatever I can get. It's one way that I make money. But here's the interior. You know, it's a 4Runner, but at least it's clean. Here we are down at the landing pad. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a couple ferries out here. And it's a little slice of heaven, but I get to do stuff like this, which keeps me going. And yeah, these things are, I should probably not rotate the camera. These things are hard to find in this good a condition, and it's getting to be a rare vehicle, so definitely worthy of saving it. It really is a Cadillac. This thing rides so nice with the coilovers and the links in the back. It's stock suspension. It's basically a super stock because I used all Toyota parts in the retrofit. Welded the crossover pipe so I could keep the exhaust on the same side. Went with the 4Runner's wire harness and mated the engine harness from the 3.4 to the 4Runner harness, so everything's powered by the original 4Runner fuse box, and all the fuel pump and everything was in good shape, so I stuck with it. Electric fan. Reran the whole exhaust. My wife drove it for a few years. We took it to Canada and Seattle last week, and it's a great little rig. It's going to be sad to see it go in a lot of ways, but keep 'em moving.